Hi, I'm Joy. Welcome to Boho Belly Dance and Fitness. Today I am doing a very quick DIY video, how to make your own body butter. Taking care of your skin is really important for a dancer because you are a moving piece of art. So all of the art and expression you have, you're bringing forth through physical movement. So at some point your skin is going to be on display and you want it to look your absolute best. So if you're like me and you care about what goes into your skincare, if you want to know every ingredient, have control of that, be able to source your own um, ingredients, that way you know even more, okay, where did the ingredients come from? Is each one organic, raw, fair trade, etc. Whatever's important to you. You can have that control when you do that. So what you want to do is you want to gather your ingredients. Beeswax. I have this raw and refined natural pour beeswax. I got it from Big Island Bees, and coconut oil. This is the organic virgin coconut oil, Kirkland shea butter. This also is pure unrefined raw shea butter. Mango butter. Love this stuff. It is so good. Like you don't even understand if you haven't used it before. It's 100% raw, cold pressed, unrefined mango butter. The next one is cocoa butter. Okay, this one is also really good stuff. This is one of the best that I've used. This one is pure unrefined as well. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. I take a little bit of cocoa butter. It's just pure cocoa butter. Look how nice that is. Usually it's really chunky and pretty hard to get out of the container, but here it works amazingly well. You get your water. You want to get your water all set up, and I have everything pre-measured out. So I have about a third cup of mango butter, half a cup of shea, or which one is this? This is shea butter. Half a cup of the shea butter, half a cup of the coconut oil, a third of a cup of the cocoa butter. Okay? So what you do is you get a large pot, okay? And the large pot, you get another bowl. And that bowl, you're going to have water separating it. So first you have your bowl or your pot. You pour the water inside, then you get a glass bowl. And that is what your ingredients will go into, is to the glass bowl. Because you don't want to scorch your ingredients. You want your ingredients to stay nice, right? So first I melted down the beeswax, coconut oil, add that in. Sorry, everyone. I am like not the best camera person, but whatever. Oops. Okay, so added the coconut oil in. Now we're going to add in the shea butter. So let's grab that shea butter. Take your spoon, add the shea butter. And you're going to let these melt down first, the coconut oil and the shea butter. So you can see how it's looking. It's a bit chunky, yeah? So you just want that to melt down. Okay, I'm going to set my camera here because I'm actually going to help this along a little bit by breaking up some of the shea butter. And it's really important with shea butter, you never want to overcook your shea butter. If you overcook your shea butter, you'll notice when it cools, it'll be really grainy. It'll be super grainy and kind of like a crunchy texture. And that's not what you want, right? You want your body butter to go on very smooth, uh, so that because application is key. If the application is a pain in the butt, chances are you won't use it, and then you won't get to experience all of the benefits that these nut butters, have to offer. So, taking you over here, now you can see how it's starting to break down. I just had to kind of crunch it up a little bit. Okay, so now is the point where you want to add that mango butter, the mango butter and the cocoa butter. So let's do that. I have my mango butter right here, and I just start to stir that around. So I'm going to help this along just like I did with the shea butter, just kind of breaking it up with a spoon so that it doesn't take a super long time to melt down. Constantly stirring. Okay, now I will add in this stuff. I'm really, really impressed by the mango butter and the cocoa butter, especially this brand. Um, I got it off Amazon. I'm not promoting any specific brand, but like I said, normally I have a lot of problems with cocoa butter. And this stuff, it just is so emollient and so smooth, and the application process is easy just by itself. But we're making a body butter, so let's review. The first step you want to do is you want to get beeswax. Get your beeswax, melt it down into a glass bowl, which is immersed in water in a pot. So I kind of did it a little bit backwards today to where I was melting the beeswax just for the sake of brevity. I started to melt that on its own without the coconut oil, without the shea butter in it, on a bit of a higher heat. Normally, if I wasn't doing a video and I didn't want the video to last forever, I would have just kept it all at a pretty, I wouldn't say low, medium heat, right? And I turned my heat back down to medium because you don't want to boil the ingredients, right? Very important. You'll strip all the vitamins, all of the important um, minerals, emollients, all the fatties out of it. And I know oil, once it reaches a certain temperature, it just becomes rancid. So it's no longer that great for your skin. And then not only is it not that great for your skin, you have to worry about it possibly spoiling. Um, okay, so that's it. Did I add everything in? I think so. Oh, last thing I had, sorry, my fingers are greasy. Rose Absolute Essential Oil. Love this stuff. Let's add some of that in. I'll take you with me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like fragranced body butters. And if you use all natural essential oil rather than perfume oil, it is, in my experience, really safe on the skin, especially something like a rose essential oil. I've never had an issue with that, and most people don't. I'd be very surprised if someone did. Usually rose, lavender, some of the floral ones, rose, lavender, jasmine, gardenia, as long as they are in fact natural and they don't have, they haven't, you usually extract it through hexane. You have to have some sort of solvent usually to get the oil, or you can do different methods, different pressure methods. So that's what you want to look for. You want to look for something that's solvent free, hexane free, um, which is what I did, and then you don't have to worry about putting it in your skincare. Okay, so I'm turning off the oil completely. I don't want it to cook anymore. I want it to putting the last little bits of the butter because I want as much as I possibly can get out of this mixture, my little bits of butters that fell to the wayside. And that is it. Okay, now here's the next trick. All right, I'm going to stack my measuring spoons over here. Okay, scoot this off the heat. All right, so the next trick, you have to be really careful. All right, you can always wait until it has completely cooled. Okay, because it's on the stove there. But remember, you have that glass bowl inside. And if you don't want it to continue to cook, then you're going to have to, where did I put it? Just a second. All right, I'm going to actually use my dish gloves. Once again, I apologize, everybody. I know I am not the best camera person. Oh, here went my hand. Okay, so I'm going to take these, put them on. Um, and the reason why I'm using these rather than, say, oven gloves is because oil is extremely slippery. And last thing you want to do is burn yourself, okay? So I have the oil right here. All right, see? So I have my oil sitting right here. And when it cools, because it has the beeswax in it, it is going to solidify. I didn't use too much of the beeswax. If you want to take a look, okay? I have the chunk of beeswax right here. You have to use a knife or something to cut it off. So I put basically an entire corner in. I've been doing this a long time, making my own DIY products for a long time, so I eyeball it. I don't measure it. I just kind of look, I see how much is melting. The more you use, the harder it will become. And it will become like a lip balm or like a salve. But if you want it more like a body butter, you don't need a lot. This is really what's going to form it, so you don't have to put it in a blender. You don't have to do anything else to make the form of a nice applicable butter for yourself. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found it of use. I apologize. I will get better with my videography skills, my camera skills. But anyhow, thank you everybody for joining me today at Boho Belly Dance and Fitness. My name is Joy. Thank you very much.